Damn it, 47. God damn it. We live, man. This your boy Jit Chronicles, and welcome to another episode of Blktv. You know what I'm saying? We live in this thing. What's going on? It's Sunday. Turn up, get crunk. You understand what I'm saying? We about to do this. You know, we about to do this the Duval County style way. You know what I'm saying? We got a great show for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But first, man, make sure you follow me on all social media. That's Jit Chronicles. That's on Facebook. That's the X platform, formerly known as Twitter. And make sure you follow me over there on Instagram at Jit Chronicles, man. We need to get the subs up, baby. We on that highway to 50 subs. We at 21 right now. Can I get 29 more? You understand what I'm saying, man? So let's push those subs up. I already told y'all now, when we get to the big time, when we get to the money, I'm gonna need my Mars. Mars, where y'all at? I ain't got nobody to share the live on Instagram. I ain't got nobody to share the live on motherfucking Facebook. So I need to get my mods up real quick. And y'all already know, man, your boy do indulge in a little bit of internet panhandling. You know what I'm saying? So make sure your cash up. It's right up there, man. You know what I'm saying? Help your boy out with something for the content room. You know, I need wood paneling. I need more microphones. Hit that cash out. You understand what I'm saying? And fuck with your boy, man. Y'all know I got a bullshit with y'all. Booking. If you want to be a guest on BLKTV, man, make sure you go to groundhard904@gmail.com. And that's also if you want to book yours truly, BLKTV, the Black Larry King, to host your next event. You know what I'm saying, man? Make sure y'all get over there to groundhard904@gmail.com. Y'all already know, man, I had to take a little break. So I'm going to cam up on y'all real quick. We got a hot show for y'all. I got my sister in the building. You understand what I'm saying? My girl, Miss Chief, she's an independent recording artist. She's a graphic designer, an entrepreneur, a mom, a badass chick. You know what I'm saying? I worked with her for many, many years over there on Ground Hard Radio. So I can't wait to introduce my sister to these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying, man? Y'all gonna love it. But I want to do something real quick for my city, because actually yesterday was Duval Day. And it was hosted by your boy, comedian Lil Duval, you know what I'm saying, who is from Duval County, Jacksonville, Myrtle Avenue, and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I want to say shout out to my city real quick, man, because that was a great day. No shooting, no fighting, just everybody having fun, you know what I'm saying, vibing and all that good shit. So I'm going to see if I can present this to y'all, how I want to do this, and show y'all how they did it down here in Duval yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So check this out real quick. Yeah, the city packed yesterday. It was too hot for me. I went with all that yesterday. You know what I'm saying? It was too hot. It was too hot for your boy. You know what I'm saying? I went with all that. You know what I'm saying? But I showed this video because a lot of times, you know, Duval County, we in the news for all the wrong things, man. You know, so I just want to say shout out to my city for having something where the kids can come out, where people could network, make money, and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think the guy at the beginning of that video, that's actually my cousin Greedy. You know, he's a mover and shaker here in Duval County. You know what I'm saying? So again, shout outs to Duval. You know what I'm saying? Positive. Good to have something good on the news these days. But y'all, we got to keep this thing moving, you know what I'm saying? Because like I told y'all, we got one hell of an interview tonight, you know what I'm saying? Words really can't describe this chick, you know. She's a sister to me, at times a mentor. I had to come to her and vent to her many a times. We worked together for almost the last decade on Ground Hard Radio. Once again, she's an independent recording artist, entrepreneur, graphic designer, man. I want y'all to give a warm virtual welcome to the Queen, Miss Chief. What's going on, Queen?
Hey there.
Look at you. Looking good, darling. How you feeling? How you feeling this evening?
I'm feeling good. It's beautiful outside. It's Sunday. I'm having a good time. That was my baby saying hi.
That's what's up.
Yes. Jake gonna be on there.
What's going on now? Well, one thing I can say, Queen, you always do, but you look beautiful, sis. You do absolutely
gorgeous. Well, you know, I had to get my face card for Blktv.
Yes, and it's been a minute since we caught up, sis, and I just knew at some point this season I was gonna have to get you on the show. You know what I'm saying? So I just appreciate you taking time to come kick it with your boy over here at Blktv to see how I do it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I got some questions for you, girl. I just want to know, is you ready? Is you ready or not?
I'm ready.
I got you. All right, no, and like I said to everybody that's watching right now, man, this is Miss Chief, the Queen. Yes, I said, and we actually gonna talk about that a little bit, a little later down in the interview. But from Ground Hard Radio, she do her music, fabulous mom, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is like I'm talking to on the phone to my sister. You know, so sis, to get the interview started off, you are originally from San Diego, California.
Born and raised.
San Diego. That's what's up. That's what it is. So, sis, I guess that'll be my first question. Like, how did you get started in music? You know what I'm saying? Like how did it take us back to the first time you knew, like, hey, I'm gonna be an artist. I'm gonna do the damn thing. Like, tell us how you do it and why you do it.
Well, we're gonna go all the way back until childhood. I used to make my parents, as soon as they got off of work, I would make them sit on the couch and I would have a whole routine, song and dance and everything. And so at that time, I was probably like maybe 3 or 4, about 5 or 6, they start putting me in pageants. And I started doing pageants, you know, kind of like the same line that music artists go into, you know, you get acclimated into the public, how to pose, how to present yourself. And I think at 14, I did my first song recorded, and I knew I wanted to do something.
That's what's up. Okay, so sis, it's always been in you. You like, we finna get this. It's always been in you. That's what's up. That's what it is. So I guess, sis, I would say who or what inspires you or influence you to do music? Like, where do you draw your inspiration from when creating your music?
Lately, it has been it's always been underground music. I don't particularly listen to too much mainstream, but I do listen to a lot of underground music. It's a little bit more real, and I understand why, you know, because the music industry, you know, they get to pick what you put out.
Right.
So it's a little bit more authentic, real, raw, relatable. So I draw inspiration from a lot of underground artists, and there's too many today.
No doubt. Okay, and since you kind of lead me into my next question, because I was going to ask you, well, it's like a two-part question. Do you enjoy being an independent music artist, and would you sign to a label, or are you cool with just being independent? Because I can say this is, and I feel like even when the show started back in the day, I remember the hustle of independent artists. The strive was to be signed. And fast forward all these years later, it's almost like, well, damn, you're better off being independent anyway. If you want to have everything for you, you're the artist. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, you're
I
right.
want to know your thoughts on that, sis.
Well, I started in 2009. At that time, I did want to be signed. Everybody wants to be signed because you don't know the background. You haven't been burned enough. You haven't learned enough. You haven't gained enough. So you have this belief that if you're signed, then that's it. And you're about to just go, and blow up like some major, mainstream artist. Um, Halfway through my journey, I learned that being independent means I had more control. I have control.
Exactly.
Yes, I have control of statistics. I have control of my money and what I can see what's being made. I've learned so much on the back end of being a music artist, on the front, of being a music artist, and I'm still learning. But I think I will remain independent. It's more freedom.
More
And
freedom.
really, and bro, I'm not really into it to like blow up, and I don't want to be the next Rihanna. I don't want to be the next Beyonce. I don't want to be the next. My music. If I can make like the ideal job, whether it's music or anything, is doing something that you love that you can make money from. I love music, so why not make money from it?
Okay, and sis, because I like to hit you. I like to hit you with questions all different type of ways now. But I'm saying, if let's just say Universal, they came to you and it was a good ass deal, or is it a situation where you sign in, or maybe we can 50-50, or hell 60-40, 60 for you, 40? No.
I'm gonna need 75%.
I know that's right, Queen.
25, yeah. And it would have to be like an excellent, and I ain't no fool, So
Right.
I would I would go to an entertainment lawyer, and I would go over the contract, and I wouldn't sign right off the bat because if I'm exposed and you see me, then that means you want me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would have more leverage to negotiate.
No doubt, no doubt. I love that, and Queen, that's another thing that I love about you. You dropping jewels to these folks that's listening out right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna skip over this question. I'm gonna come back to that one. Sis, I want to know, what do you think? Let me see how I can put this. How do you feel about the current state of hip hop and R&B? I guess I put the question that way. What's your thoughts, or how you feel? What's your input?
Sometimes I think I wish some of them would get their phone taken away. Like they on social media, they saying too much, they doing too much. Are we recording? Like, let's make great music. And I feel like they took the social media content above than what it has to be, and majority of them don't know how to get off that negative kick, and that to me is irritating, and nobody wants to see that. We, us real people, we out here hustling every day, so we really don't want to hear about your struggle.
Right. That's real. That's real. All right. You killing these questions too. Killing these questions, Queen. All right. I want to know, what advice would you give to a new artist, or to a person, male or female, that was thinking about making it in the music industry? And sister, reason why I ask a lot of my guests these questions, because I really feel like, especially in today's society, a lot of these folks think it's a microwave where it happens overnight and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they also come into the game ill-advised, if I could say that, because me and and I'm not even an artist, it could be cutthroat sometimes. So I want to know, what advice would you give to a person that's thinking about joining the music industry?
Okay, so this is how I speak to my daughter. And anyone that hasn't had the longevity, I would give them the same advice. Whether they take it, is on them. But when my daughter first said that she wanted to do music, I said, one, be consistent and be serious. We not gonna play this game. We gonna do music here, and then we gonna play, and we not, because it's just like a wheel or a bicycle. You got to keep the wheel going, and people sense when you are inconsistent. People sense when you are in a fucked up kind of area in your life. But it's how you take it and how you spin it, whether people gravitate to you or they run away from you. I told her, you will not be. You see, when I first started, I was a feature queen, meaning did a lot of features. Ain't nobody asking for my BMI. I got features out there. I don't know if I made money on them. I don't know nothing. Nobody said nothing. I'm talking about like hundreds, of songs that I can't name, and I was just happy to be on the mic. I just wanted to be in the studio. They're like, yo, get on the mic. And that's how it's been, I would tell artists that keep track of what you're on.
Right.
If you are doing features, after a while, after you get a little buzz, your verses are worth something. So we're not gonna free you to death. We're not gonna. You might start off low, but it's really about the principle. Because again, I am exposed, and you see I'm exposed. So that means something. That's worth something. So I want all the artists to understand that they do have a worth. You do have to do the back end and the business, learn it.
Definitely.
Somebody do it all day long, but you better know it yourself. This is a daily. This is a job. It's a job. It's every day, like repetition, and you might get on somebody's nerves, but at the end of the day, if you can see progress, who cares what anyone else says? And I would give that advice to them. And don't let it discourage you. Do your own thing. Oh, that's the thing. Do your own thing. Don't, because you hear true music. That's why I stay away from listening to mainstream. You hear these songs, and then you want to make a song that's like it. No, do what's natural. Do what comes out, and it come out much better. Even if you can't put it out, it's so many songs I sit on because I don't feel like that's me anymore.
I get it.
So I would say take your time, but be consistent. You got to ride that bike all the way.
No doubt. That's some damn good advice. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all take heed to that. All right, so sis, check this out. We're going to switch gears a little bit now. You know what I'm saying? We did the artist portion. We're going to get into the burning questions of grind hard radio. You know what I'm saying? And well, first, I know I do for me personally. And I remember Carter asked me a question, I think when the show first when we announced that the show was going off the air, and he said, well, bro, did it hit you? And I said, well, you know what, man? Because I was feeling numb to it. I say, no, I feel like it's going to hit me after everything is over with. And when I say it hit me, Queen, it hit me. You know what I'm saying? So I guess my first question about Grind Hard Radio, do you miss it?
Hell yeah, I miss it. I miss the crazy conversations, the up and down personalities. I miss all that. But for me, nothing is forever. And when I'm saying that, like, just because we have a hiatus doesn't mean that there might be something that comes that's bigger and grander. What I do know is Jit needed to take care of some things for Jit. And when you love someone, you step aside and you say, okay, bro, but I'm still back there, right behind you, supporting you. And whatever we got going on and everything,
that's why I love
if it's time to, I ain't say no grind hard radio for life or fucking nothing. I mean, so if we gonna do something, then we let me put my sneakers on. Period.
Yeah. I love that, Queen. I love that. Okay, so now let me ask you this, sis, because for whatever reason, I feel like social media, they think the show was made up, and what got me was they thought the show was scripted, and I don't see how the fuck why, because the shit that come out of certain people's mouth on that show, I couldn't wrote no script. You know what I'm saying? I don't think fucking Steven Spielberg could have written no shit like that on Groundhog Radio.
No.
But since, and like I said, I anybody that come on from Groundhog Radio, because you helping me out, were you ever told to say something? Did you feel like it was scripted? And describe your time on Groundhog Radio. I guess
no. So this is my first time I've ever been on a podcast, not along live. When I first got on, you know, I'm a person. I read the room. You got to read the personalities and everything. So, you know, I was reading the personalities, and I said, okay, I'm crazy. They crazy. We gonna fit. I say some shit I ain't supposed to say sometimes, but it still took me a little while because you know I was censored. Okay. So let's fast forward to let's say the last 4 or 5 years. I really got to connect with everyone. I got to say what the fuck I wanted to say and be open.
Thank you.
Sometimes somebody can say something, like everything is unscripted, but sometimes somebody can say something and you can't help but just blurt out something wrong.
Yeah.
and to somebody else it's funny, but bitch, I'm serious.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
Yeah. I mentioned I loved it. Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up, Queen. So if the show, and I guess I know the answer to this now, if the show was to come back at any point, would you return?
Let me go on and start making my GHR promo. You already know.
I'm right there with you, baby. All right. Well, I know who you contract to draw up first. The Queen.
Okay.
All right. So, since I want to ask this next question to you, and I want you to be real because I oftentimes reflect back on some of the things on the show. And I feel like the title Queen, for me, you know, and this is full-time, any full-time cast members, you know, we got like Lady B, she came through. Shout out to Lady B, love her. She did a thing over there on Groundhog Radio. Aunt Duchess guest co-hosted from time to time, but I felt like Virginia Supernova Slim, you know, she did the first maybe 5 years of the show or 4 years of the show. And then we had you come in around 2016, I believe, into the very end. We even had shout outs to Angelica Scurry. We even had Herman 904 on the show. You know, I don't want to miss nobody. But I put that title on you, sis, because I felt that you were the queen. You are the queen. You are the queen of that show. And I remember saying this like, sis, and I don't know if you feel a certain type of way, like, damn, Jit, why you putting me out there on blast or whatever the case may be. But I know for me personally, that's how I felt. That's how I looked at you. That's how I know production looked at you, the EP, you know, anybody behind the scenes, even the cast. We looked at you as the queen. You understand what I'm saying? But I want you to honestly ask this question, sis. Did that ever make you feel uncomfortable? Because I feel like I just threw that out there without taking consideration of how you feel or how it might be perceived. You know what I'm saying? If I'm making sense when I'm asking this question.
No, you make perfect sense.
Yeah, this was something that was touching me.
I've had this conversation with myself before. I do want to let you know, I appreciate you so much acknowledging what I've done for Grindhard Radio. Out of all those years, I probably missed very few.
I can count on one hand, Queen.
It's like a promotion. There are things that you, for that employee, that are, you know, you do a checkoff list. They have these things. They have a checkoff list. Me, I'm not intimidated by. Now it's a hard title to carry, only
Mhm.
because not coming from you or the show or my brothers, but coming from outside, because all of us have outside friends and outside entities and outside
Yeah.
networking, and that might have rubbed some people, you know, the wrong way. Am
Mhm.
I intimidated by it? No. Can someone make me run away or give me a hard time? No. I acknowledge it, and I'm still gonna be the fucking queen.
There it is.
What?
Forever. I love it. That's how we do, Queen. That's how we do on BLKTV. We ask the real motherfucking questions. So the next question, Queen, I love that response, by the way. And I'm on the roll back a little bit. And I do want to say I should have asked those questions. You understand what I'm saying?
No,
But
no.
your
Family,
presence demanded. Your presence demanded it. So I saw it right away.
But bro, when you family, and I consider you as family. I've known you for a long time. Like we are not friends. We are family. Some things just fall into place and they don't need to be explained. What they say, some things don't need to be explained.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on a level with you that some things don't need to be explained. Some things you do, how you move, don't need to be explained. I know your character, and that's what it is. Like, and
that's what I love that,
because it's grind hard for them.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yes. All hail to the queen, goddammit. All right, this guy, goddammit, you know, on the Black Larry King. So it's an old messy question. This one here, I'm about to ask you that. You can choose to answer it or not. You know what I'm saying?
I will.
I was asked on the first episode. Was there anybody on Grind Hard Radio that you did not get along with?
There's two individuals. One broke my heart because I feel like we were closer than I thought we were closer. And like I said, some things don't need to be explained. I think communication lines got blurred, and I had to step back to reevaluate our friendship. I ain't gonna say no names.
Yeah.
The second person I felt took advantage and inopportune times when, like, I've lost my son in 2021. So a ninja ain't really sane. I'm pretending like I'm sane, and so sometimes people be playing, but I be really serious, and I had to check myself out of certain situations because it's like, niggas will take flights. Like, that was my thought process. When I go through stuff like that, it's my thought process. And people play in your face and they do this and they do that. And you like, wow, like I'm really over here doing me and you doing all of that. I need to jump through this internet on, but then I said, why keep that negative energy? And I just love some people from a distance.
Yeah, you got to, Queen. And another thing I want to throw out there, like, we wasn't saying reality radio for nothing. It was our real life. That was and that's one thing I love about Grind Hard Radio. It was our real life. It was what was going through at that time, and a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people just don't understand that.
Yeah.
My last, yes, Queen.
Yeah.
My last GHR questions before we switch gears again. What was your favorite Grind Hard Radio moment? Or probably you can answer either one. Or what was your biggest takeaway from Grind Hard Radio?
My biggest takeaway from Grind Hard allowed me to, like I said, be able to speak to the public. I was like, if this makes sense, social media wise, I'm an extrovert. In reality, I'm an introvert. So Grind Hard Radio helped me kind of break out of that shell and being able to network with people and expand and yeah, I don't know. I probably would be 5 years behind if I had not met Grindhard Radio because I got to meet people from other cultures, from other parts of the United States.
Yes, yeah.
We don't all think the same, you know. Even though we all speak English, we don't all think.
I know, right?
It was very interesting, and I appreciate and I love evaluating and observing people and their thought process. So that was really really good. So yeah, that's what I took away from it.
That's what's up. That's what it is. All right, so Queen, I want to talk about these graphics. You know what I'm saying? Dope visuals, SD. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, like, sis, how did that all come about? Because I feel like it's a natural transition in the industry that you're in. Whether it's you being an artist, whether it's you being an entrepreneur, whether it's you being a radio host. Like, how did that all get started for you? Was it something that you was just joking around with one day and then it kind of took off, or is it a hobby? Like, how did that all come about?
Well, it started with I had no money. I was doing shows and I was trying to cut corners on not having to come out the
pocket. Oh, don't I know that? Yeah.
So so I had this other promoter that was a friend, and I knew that he made his flyers. This probably was maybe 2010, 2011. I asked him what the software was. He told me. He just gave me the basics, and then I went from there. And I just thought about this, like, all those flyers, I look back now, it's like, oh my gosh, they were horrible. They were,
No, you didn't.
they were horrible. Oh my gosh, they were terrible.
That is hilarious, Queen.
I feel that I've only advanced and got better within the last 4 years. But I've been doing it since 2009. Like, they was mid,
wow.
They went from horrible to mid. I feel like that I'm pretty good. It takes a trade. I do watch commercials. I watch commercials more than I watch TV. I do watch advertisements because I want to know not necessarily what I like, but what is the main advertising people? What are they doing? And that's what I would replicate.
No doubt. That's what's up. That's what it is. So, sis, if somebody want to reach out to you for graphics and things of that nature, if they want to work with you, like, where is there a specific place they can go, a website or something like that, if they want to? Because let me tell y'all, I've actually purchased some, and then my sister always look out for me, but I've actually purchased. Sis, your work is amazing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can see the progression. But for the folks out there who might not know and might want to check you out for the graphics, where can they find or learn more about Dope Visuals SD?
So I was trying to pull up a picture right now. So I am Dope Visuals SD. I'm located in Southern California. If you're looking for me, you can text me first. It's faster for me to respond for a text. The phone number is 858-356-2233. You can find me on social media. I don't know if you can see this. Let me pull back. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, it's clear, Queen. We can see it. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is me on social media, my profile picture. My name on social media is Latrina, Latrena Taylor. Just inbox me. Depending on what type of business you have, I'm a sucker for nonprofits. So I always give discounts for nonprofits. I'm a sucker for events for children and family reunions, But call me, let's talk. I do it all. I do menus. I do what is it? I do menus. I got it right here. Club flyers, birthday flyers, special events, album covers, AI work, animation. I'm actually working on a series right now. Actually, two series. One is a African Afrocentric superhero group gang
What?
that yeah, they're gonna be kicking
Look
ass
at
in
you.
the city.
Wow,
And
that's
then I have a
amazing.
yes, and then I have another one that is the African diaspora. So they're like African Japanese, and there's gonna be some fighting going on. Oh, and there's one more, Smoke and Mirrors. I think I'm gonna bring out Smoke and Mirrors first, and this is an analogy of how social media, like you everyone presents.
Mm-hmm.
Social media is all about presenting. But
Mm-hmm.
what's
Mm-hmm.
behind them? What's behind there on that? If I could be that fly on the wall, and what's behind there
Mm-hmm.
in the background, and what's going on? Bills ain't getting paid. They ain't taking care. They ain't washing
Right.
no dishes. They ain't doing. They ain't really getting it, or whatever. So it's gonna be called Smoke and Mirrors, and I think y'all will like that one.
Oh man, sis, I can't wait. And that is so inspiring, sis, because I've always wanted to do like a short stories
Let's do
series.
it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
Yeah.
oh man, Queen, you are a woman of many talents. You understand what I'm saying? And
Thank
you
you.
wear so many hats. And girl, I just love you. I didn't know you was
So
doing it like that.
if you're really serious about doing a series, we definitely can talk about it. I can give you some tips on how to, start it off and everything, and then build from it.
I would
Give you
love
some of
that.
yeah, because I'm really thinking about, and I've been pondering on this, and I'll say this out to the world because this is a manifestation. I really want to put them on Black streaming, you know,
Yes, yes, yes,
and then
yes.
like Tubi and and all the other ones and stuff. So I've been networking with some filmmakers. I kind of pay attention to what they talking about, how they move, and that's another way on how you learn stuff. You know, be
Definitely,
polite
definitely.
though, don't be no stalker, but watch them.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to have your hands in many pots. You understand what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
So I
Yes.
always said this, since you are the ultimate entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? And that was another thing too. Just to roll back on Ground Hard Radio, real quick. That's one thing I did love. Y'all are some talented people, and I felt like I had a job, because it definitely was a job where I really got to work with real talented people. You understand? Y'all have no idea how much
Amen.
motivation that gives to a person, and for them to elevate. So
Hmm.
I just love it, Queen. All right,
Yeah.
so we talked about the graphics, sis. Social media wise, as far as you, where can the folks find you if they want to get with you on social media? They might want to collab, do a track, and all that.
Sure.
This is what we call
Yeah.
the social media plugs. Get all your plugs out there, sis.
Yeah,
Get
I'm
your social
always
out.
down for a collab and some features. And as far as Facebook, I'm LATRENATAYLOR, and it's the image that I showed you. That's my profile picture. I do have a music Facebook page that is my music name, and that's Miss Chief MZCHIEF, and it's Beat Shop. Be like baby, EHSHOP. Instagram is Miss Chief Beat Shop. TikTok, it's Dope Visuals SC, and Dope Visuals SC is basically common spell Dope Visuals, and then plural, and then it's SD, which stands for San Diego.
That's
I have
what's up.
TikTok, that one. So I did say TikTok, didn't I? I done smoked a little bit.
It's
YouTube,
all good. Hey, me too. You know how we do it. Shit
look,
change.
I'm a circle the
You can
block.
say
I'm a
it again,
circle the block.
goddamn it. Oh man, Queen, I enjoyed this interview. I enjoyed it. Sis, we are gonna play that track,
Okay.
Body Count. I want you to introduce that. But before you do it, sis, I want to know, do you got any last words or shout outs that you want to throw out there to your people or to your support?
Yes. Um, Shout out to you. I'm very proud of you.
Love you, Queen. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
I
Thank you.
the whole setup and everything. You did this, and I look at your post, and I know that this is you. Like, you've had to go through all of this and find the ways to do this. Like, a lot of work.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you,
So,
Queen.
I recognize that. So I want to say shout out to you. Shout out to, of course, dope ass music, because he keep
Salute the
hitting me
dope.
with these beats. Yeah, he keep hitting me with this beat. Razor is a very, very person that he be in my ass. So, but we have an understanding where he'll let off the gas when I need it. So
Right.
this particular song, he probably made me go back in the studio maybe 2 or 3 times. I think 3 times until it was of his satisfaction.
Yeah, because Razor is Florida. Like I trust me.
Hey,
Yeah.
I ain't mad at little
I thought that was bad, but he's a little bit worse. Yeah, he's real
so
Florida water. Yeah, that's that Florida water, baby.
Yeah,
Shout out to Razor.
But I am so happy that he did that, because the song, I feel I was very satisfied with the song. He walked me through on who to get it mastered. He took the time. People don't take time to do these things.
Right, exactly, sis. Yeah, not in these days. Yes. Not in these days. Yeah.
Or what they do is they keep their golden nuggets and they don't share. He shared with me.
Gatekeeping.
Right.
Gotta get out of that.
He did none of that. So shout out to him. Everybody else, it's really way too many people to say shout out to. I just want to give them all a virtual hug, and let everybody know that support me and watch my music or listen to my music. And I know I post a lot and everything, but it's all for a purpose and it's all for a goal. I don't know if people understand that one post ain't nobody gonna see.
Exactly.
So if I do one post, that's 33% people of the people will see that. I need to do at least 4 or 5. That makes the math, right? So I do just 99. I'm gonna do a little bit over just to make sure. And I don't think they understand that statistics. So all those people that watch, I got good views. So all those people, and I really don't care about the views. Is actually what matters. We talked about this.
Exactly.
They watch it.
Yeah.
They watch it.
Yeah.
And when they watch it, they waiting for it to pop off. So am I.
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. Well, Queen, let me say this to you. You gotta come back to the show, because I feel like we could have talked for 4 more hours. You gotta come back to the show. I gotta get you to co-host with me one time. I'm loving this look on camera. Let me tell you something. Gotta get you back up here.
Yes, sir.
I thoroughly enjoyed this interview with you, Queen, and also we got an amazing feedback of you coming on to the show. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I already know this gonna do numbers. Queen, don't be a stranger to Blktv. I want you to go. Yeah, exactly, sis. I want you to introduce that track, and we're gonna get on up out of here for the night. Again, thank you, Queen, and salute on all your endeavors.
I love you, brother.
Love you, Queen. Love you, sis.
So everybody out there, this song right here, this is my latest release. It's called Body Count, and it's featuring the one and only 305 Miami-Dade County Panty Killer Razor.
Let's get it. Team Beat Shop, baby. Let's go.
Straight up skinny. Chris. You got niggas, yeah, but I ain't tweaking, no, 'cause I want you right here and now, here and now. Yeah, you ain't gotta tell me about your past, yeah. Ain't gotta make no stories up, 'cause I ain't asking. And trust me, surely I'll be better than your last one. Don't believe me, DM my ex and you can ask her. I'm secure in myself, ain't worried about no body count. Won't be too rough, but I'm active, away your body out. Want it gentle, I do that to ya, 'cause I'm versatile. Whatever you're about, I'm with it. So much to learn about. You got niggas, yeah, but I ain't tweaking, no, cause I want you right here and now, here and now. Yeah, you ain't gotta tell me about your past, yeah. Ain't gotta make no stories up cause I ain't asking. And trust me, surely I'll be better than your last one. Don't believe me, DM my ex and you can ask her.
I don't care about the body count, I wanna put it all on you. Got them DMs, left them red, my time is only for you. If they guessing, I won't hear it though, I'm surfboarding on you. Ooh, got them niggas on me, but I know you got them bitches on you too. True, lined up calls in the queue. Who tapped in on you, but you plugged into me too. Ooh, others get the quick fade out. What my ex say, it don't matter, he never made it past tryouts. I'm a different breed, never been the type to ever have to chase clout. Come with me, I got a secret cave, heart of gold, that's my stash house. Action speed, whole louder than me, that's the reason why you always stand out. None compared, there ain't no doubt, they can't afford this buyout. I'ma be the last name that you forever wanna have to call out. Whoa.
You got niggas, yeah, but I ain't tweaking, no, cause I want you right here and now, here and now. Yeah, you ain't gotta tell me about your past, yeah. Ain't gotta make no stories up cause I ain't asking. And trust me, surely I'll be better than your last one. Don't believe me, DM my ex and you can ask her.